Welcome to Morning Mindset Podcast with me, Craig Skelton. Each day we kick off your morning with positivity, actionable insights, and the motivation you need to conquer the day ahead. Whether you're looking to develop a positive mindset, a habit of persistence, or simply starting your day on the right foot, this podcast is your daily dose of inspirational and practical advice. And today is Monday morning, so I wanted to get into something that is quite powerful to kickstart your week, to get you in the mood for the week ahead. Imagine if I told you that there is just one thing standing between you and the life you truly want. One thing that, once identified, could be the catalyst for you moving forward like never before. But the truth is, knowing that one thing is only the first step. What you choose to do after you have that knowledge is where the magic or the stagnation lies. So the first step is defining the one thing that holds us back. It might be fear, a habit, limiting belief, or even a toxic relationship. The first step is to define exactly what that thing is. And yes, it may be uncomfortable. It's something you've been pushing aside or kicking down the road and ignoring for far too long. But remember, you cannot confront what you cannot define. So just take a moment, think about your goals, your dreams, and the kind of person you want to become. Now ask yourself, what's the one thing consistently preventing me from moving forward? Maybe it's a fear of failure, procrastination, or even that nagging voice that says you're not good enough. Whatever it is, write it down, capture it on paper, a post-it note, even on your phone, whatever it is. And but then naming it gives you the power to take the next step towards overcoming it. And then you can move on to the next. And that next step is embracing, accepting the truth. So now you've defined your one thing. But here's where the real work begins. You have to accept it. This means owning it fully without any excuses or blame shifting, which can happen. But remember, taking ownership of what holds you back is an essential part of a growth mindset. When we embrace this thing instead of denying it, we can look at it objectively. By facing it, we remove power to lurk in the background, consciously affecting our choices. We gain control over it, which is the most important thing. And here's where the growth mindset comes into play. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities, not roadblocks. That perspective shift is crucial because it allows you to ask, what can I learn from this, or how can I use it to grow? With clarity and acceptance, you now have a choice. You can either take action to eliminate this obstacle, or in some cases transform it into something positive. We can eradicate the obstacle. If the one thing is a habit like procrastination or mindset like fear of failure, it's time to take action and remove it. Create a plan to replace that habit with a more productive one. If fear is the issue, take a small step towards what scares you each day. The beauty of a growth mindset is that it encourages small, consistent steps over time. Or you can transform the obstacle. Sometimes what holds us back can't simply just be removed, but perhaps it's a health condition or a demanding, or maybe you've got to transform the obstacle. Sometimes what holds us back can't simply be removed. If you can't eradicate the obstacle, sometimes you need to transform the obstacle. Whatever that is, in those cases, it's about asking yourself, how can I use this obstacle as a source of strength? This is about taking ownership of your path and reframing the challenges in your life as things that are happening for you, not to you. The process of change here is often slow, but actively transform the obstacle, you take away power over you. Now let's talk about what happens if you choose to do nothing. Knowing the one thing holding you back, but choosing to ignore it may feel easier in the short term. Absolutely. It has serious long-term consequences. By ignoring what's holding you back, you end up stuck in the same place. Growth requires action. Over time, as you remain stagnant, you might find yourself looking back with regret, wondering what could have been if you'd had only taken the leap. This is also limiting your potential. When you don't take action, you're choosing to limit yourself. Your dreams and goals can only come to fruition if you're willing to remove the barriers in your path. By not addressing your one thing, you're putting a cap on your potential. You can also be creating negative patterns. Ignoring what holds you back often creates a vicious cycle. Each time you let it win, you reinforce a pattern of avoidance. This pattern becomes harder to break as time goes on, making it more challenging to achieve the growth and fulfillment that you desire. And the good news is you don't have to go down that path. You have the power to make a different choice today and every single day. Let's talk about the benefits of taking action to transform the one thing that holds you back. Has powerful benefits. It gives you empowerment and confidence when you face what holds you back and actively work to overcome it. You're giving yourself a powerful sense of control. You're building confidence that will spill over into other areas of your life. It's also unleashing your potential. Removing obstacles allows you to go after your goals with new energy. Imagine the freedom you feel when that thing that's been dragging you down is no longer weighing on you. This newfound potential will propel you towards the life you've envisioned. It's also setting a positive example. By taking action, you set a positive example for those around you. Others see the change in you, may inspire them to do the same as well. Success isn't just about reaching goals, it's about encouraging others to believe in what's possible for themselves. So let's make this actionable. Here's one thing you can do. Define the one thing holding you back. Embrace it, own it, and decide one step you can take today to address it. This could mean spending 5 minutes journaling about it, or making a plan to take one small action daily. Finding someone you trust to share this goal with for accountability. Start small, but start now. Don't wait for the perfect time, because the perfect time does not exist. Take the power back and make this the week you decide to break free. So that's it. That's today's episode of the Morning Mindset. Remember, the only limitations you have are the ones you accept. By identifying the one thing holding you back, you can take the first step to becoming the best version of yourself. Here's to a powerful, productive week ahead. If you like this podcast, please like it, share it, leave a review. Have an amazing day. Stay motivated, stay focused, stay positive, and run your own race.